don't know how many hundreds of thousands of people have seen it on YouTube and other online locales. Total audience for our viewing of it here Monday, roughly 2 million. Thus, the circa 1990 vintage Billo Inside Edition meltdown probably deserves more analysis. Our number one story tonight, O'Reilly's own explanation in the inside of, and I don't believe anybody's ever tried this before on TV, a body language expert. First, a little refresher.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video. Okay.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
On top of everything else, I now have the world's longest ringtone. As promised, O'Reilly's painfully lighthearted explanation from last night's Factor. By the way, there's a tape floating around on the internet of me in a state of displeasure, I understand. Apparently the tape is 20 years old, but I, your humble correspondent, have plenty of much newer stuff because, by contractual obligation, I have to create a few dramas every year for the amusement of my coworkers. They'd quit if I didn't do that. By the way, if you want to buy any of the tapes I'm happy to sell them to you. Yeah, when he created a drama over at Fox during an interview with Jeremy Glick, whose dad died in the World Trade Center, some Fox employees thought they were going to have to call the cops to restrain Billo's drama. We can only imagine what happened today when last night's ratings came in and O'Reilly's program found itself tied in the 25 to 54-year-old demographic ratings that he himself calls the key with Countdown. Bill, why are you all red? Now let's bring in, as promised, our very own body language expert, Stacey Grenrock Woods. Thank you for your time tonight.
That's my pleasure.
Clearly, Mr. O'Reilly is in a pickle in this video. He seems to be having difficulty reading and also comprehending words that are right in front of him. But since you are the expert on nonverbal cues, let's focus on the nonverbal stuff. He remains stiff during the first part of the exchange with the off-camera producer. Then he begins to wave or flick his hand at the camera. But what is that? The waving and the flicking. What does that tell us?
That is what we in the body language community like to call a dismissive gesture, sort of a flicking away, a disgust, as one might use toward an underling, perhaps maybe a waitress or some other woman. It's definitely can be interpreted as a sign of somebody who is really afraid of women and hates them.
Well, I think that's pretty clear. Even more fascinating, there's a point at which O'Reilly breathes in deeply. There's almost this I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down kind of thing. Is that one self-explanatory, or is there more to that?
That's what we like to call a bull snort. It's a very rare, rather aggressive body language gesture. It's rarely seen, mainly just by dictators, your Benito Mussolinis, your General Pinochets. It's you know, you want to stand clear. He could charge at any moment, and you wouldn't want to make any sudden gestures, especially if you're a woman, because there's a lot of aggression there. This is a person who's very aggressive toward women.
It seems to be a recurring theme here that there might be some problems with aggression towards women. Does that turn up in this other? I mean, this thing I noticed was very curious. He looks at his watch in the middle of this thing. Is that as obvious as it seems? Is it is it some sort of secret language that say, "Look, I'm late," or has he stolen the watch, or is there something else going on out there?
Well, with most people, that would be a gesture of look, I'm late, look at the time. But with here, you know, you know, it's not necessarily he has a date or anything like that. It's more of a, he's trying to tell us that his time is very important. He doesn't have time for silly TV lingo. He doesn't need to know it. He needs to get on with it. He needs to go find some women.
And possibly loofahs. This appears to me, anyway, to be the pièce de résistance at the end when he stands up, sits down, gestures a great deal more. His hair bobs. He kind of anticipates Conan O'Brien's hair of the present day.
Right.
But you know this best. Can you break all that sequence down for us?
Well, that's something that we generally call marking territory, or in this case, he's possibly spraying his territory. He's basically saying, this is my jacket, this is my chair, this is my desk, my woman, my chair, my desk, me, I am superior, I have the power.
And at the end of this thing with throwing the jacket off, is he doing that because he doesn't like the jacket, he's hot, he's getting ready to rumble, the jacket needs dry cleaning, he's just seen Andrea Macris in the hallway? What does it mean?
Well, usually taking off a jacket generally indicates that a person is hot, but in this case I would say this person is in heat and is ready to mate. He's probably about to troll the halls of Inside Edition for a mate, so a woman to dominate.
Or possibly just the desk right there. Stacey Grenrock Woods, okay,
Perhaps.
We can reveal the gag. She only moonlights as an impersonator of body language experts. She's actually a comedian, the former correspondent at The Daily Show. Well done, Stacey. Many thanks.